What's a good bit of advice, Nicole?
Always prioritize the relationship.
There you go.
That's what we
It's true,
always
yeah.
say.
If marriage is not your priority, it's, I'd done really nothing about, blew our marriage to smithereens.
Kidman has filed for divorce from Keith Urban after 19 years of marriage.
Keith and Nicole's shocking $325 million split that rocked the movie and music worlds. Now we're tracing the...
Was it just a sweet shout-out between bandmates or a low-key confession that turned into a bombshell? Just days before his split from Nicole Kidman went public, Keith Urban pulled a move that had fans gasping. During a live show in Minnesota, only 4 days before the breakup hit headlines, the country superstar switched up the lyrics to one of his most personal songs, The Fighter. The same track he once said was born from conversations with Nicole about love and loyalty. But this time, Keith didn't sing it to Baby, he changed it to Maggie. Yep, he said, "When they're trying to get to you, Maggie, I'll be your guitar player."
There's also a clip on Instagram from 3 days ago of Keith performing The Fighter and switching up the original lyrics, which were about Nicole. When they're trying to get to you, baby, I'll be the fighter, to new ones referencing his guitar player, Maggie Baugh.
The crowd froze, then the internet exploded. Who's Maggie? She's Maggie Baugh, a 25-year-old rising star and multi-instrumentalist touring right alongside him. She plays the guitar, the fiddle, and even backs him up vocally. She later reposted the clip on Instagram, captioning it with a shocked reaction. Did Keith Urban just say that? That tiny lyric flip turned a regular concert into a full-blown scandal. Fans instantly started speculating that Maggie might be more than just a bandmate. There's no hard evidence yet, but people aren't letting it slide, especially since Keith once told Billboard that The Fighter was written as a love letter to Nicole herself. Changing that lyric now, that's got fans whispering that maybe the cracks in their marriage ran deeper than anyone realized. Keith once explained that The Fighter wasn't just a song, it was a promise. He told Billboard it was about wanting to heal somebody, wanting to take care of somebody, wanting to protect somebody. He even said it felt like a vow. That's deep, and that's why fans are losing it right now. Remember, Keith and Nicole once shared their own adorable carpool karaoke moment online, singing The Fighter together, laughing like newlyweds. It was their anthem, their signature love song, something that symbolized their bond after years of public ups and downs. So when Keith suddenly swapped Nicole's name Energy for Maggie on stage, it didn't just sound like a casual freestyle, it sounded like a rewrite of history. Keith had even told Billboard the chorus represented his job as a husband. Now that same vow just got remixed toward a woman barely in her mid-20s. Fans rushed to Maggie's Instagram comment section in disbelief, writing things like, "Wow, that song was made for Nicole." And you don't just change lyrics like that unless something's going on. The crowd's shock quickly turned into digital outrage, and the whispers, they're only getting louder. For him to do that, one fan blasted online, that tells us what he's really all about. And it's just trashy to twist a song that was inspired by his wife. People aren't holding back. What once felt like a heartfelt love anthem between Keith and Nicole is now being called the ultimate betrayal. And here's where it gets even messier. The Daily Mail dropped a bomb, quoting a plugged-in Nashville PR insider who spilled, "The rumor is he's involved with a younger woman in the business, and it's all anyone can talk about right now." Nashville's music circles are buzzing nonstop, with everyone whispering the same question: who's the mystery woman? Meanwhile, TMZ claims multiple sources close to Nicole have quietly confirmed what fans already suspect. According to insiders, all the signs point to Keith being with another woman. That's right, those whispers might not be so baseless after all. And while Nicole reportedly isn't denying the rumors, sources say she's still completely blindsided and heartbroken by how fast everything unfolded. One insider put it plainly, she never thought he'd pull something like this. Now the whole industry's watching, waiting for that next headline to drop. It's the talk of Nashville right now. Everyone's asking, who exactly is Maggie Baugh? Turns out, this isn't just some random tour musician. Maggie's been a prodigy from the start, a classically trained violinist who performed at Carnegie Hall when she was just 11. Now she's a viral sensation, pulling in millions of views with her TikTok series, Finish This. She dropped her debut album, Dear Me, in 2023, and guess who took notice? Keith Urban himself. Sources say that's what sparked their connection. He invited her on his latest tour not long after. But here's where the timeline gets messy. Nicole filed for divorce just 2 days after Maggie posted that clip of Keith changing the lyrics. Fans couldn't ignore that coincidence. A source told Page 6 that Nicole wanted to save the marriage, while another insider told people she was devastated and felt completely betrayed. Insiders in the country scene reportedly knew this breakup had been simmering for months, saying the two had already quietly separated earlier in the summer before it all went public. For Nicole, this hit deep. Over the years, she's been open about her devotion to Keith, telling Access Hollywood back in 2009, "I want to be in love for the rest of my life. I want to be an old woman, still married to Keith, and looking back saying, what a lovely, lovely journey together." That dream just shattered before the world's eyes. And for Nicole, this heartbreak isn't just another Hollywood split. It's another tragic chapter in a life that's already seen too many public losses. People close to Nicole say this breakup cut her to the core, like history repeating itself. Those who know her best claim she saw the warning signs but refused to believe them. Friends told Us Weekly that Nicole had been feeling distant from Keith for months, but she thought it was just the usual tour fatigue. Now, insiders say she realized the distance wasn't physical. It was emotional. One source said she felt him slipping away but didn't want to face it. Now she knows she should have trusted her instincts. Meanwhile, whispers in the industry say Keith and Maggie's chemistry on stage wasn't just professional, it was electric. Fans caught subtle glances, smiles that lingered too long, and inside jokes between sets that didn't seem so innocent anymore. Some even dug up old tour footage, claiming you can see the tension building week by week. The comment sections are flooded with clips titled Keith and Maggie's Secret Looks and proof it started on tour, turning every performance into an internet detective case. And while Keith has stayed quiet, his silence is only making things worse. Nashville's insiders are calling it a modern country scandal, one that could stain his clean-cut image for good. As one top PR rep said, Keith might have underestimated how fast this story would spread. Once fans feel betrayed, there's no coming back easy. Nicole's heartbreak might just be the beginning of a storm Keith never saw coming. Now that the truth is spilling out, Nashville feels like it's on fire. Every outlet, from gossip blogs to morning radio, has their own version of how it all went down. Some insiders claim Keith and Maggie got too close during late-night rehearsals, sharing hotel jam sessions that turned from music talk to something a lot more personal. Others say Keith was already emotionally checked out of his marriage long before the lyric change, using the tour as his escape route. Behind closed doors, Nicole's said to be crushed but calm, focusing on her daughters and trying to keep things from turning into a full-blown circus. But friends say the betrayal still haunts her. One source revealed she stood by him through his worst battles, helped rebuild his career, and now he's out here acting like none of it mattered. The fact that the alleged other woman is not only decades younger but working right under him, that's what's got fans raging. Meanwhile, Maggie's socials are in chaos. Comments blowing up, people accusing her of breaking a home, while her followers rush to defend her, saying she's just being dragged into Keith's mess. Still, the optics are bad, and everyone knows it. Nashville thrives on drama, but this has turned into a soap opera with no commercial break. The big question now, will Keith finally address the rumors, or will he keep playing his guitar while his image burns? As the scandal keeps spinning, new layers keep peeling back, and each one's messier than the last. People close to the tour crew are whispering that everyone saw this coming. One insider told Entertainment Tonight, "You could feel the tension between Keith and Maggie backstage. It wasn't just music, it was chemistry you could see a mile away." Even crew members allegedly joked that Nicole wouldn't be happy if she saw how flirty things got during rehearsals. Now, eagle-eyed fans have started posting side-by-side clips, one showing Keith serenading Nicole years ago, and another showing him locking eyes with Maggie on stage this summer. The difference is striking, and the internet can't stop comparing. It's like watching a man relive the same love story, but with a new leading lady. Meanwhile, Nicole's reportedly keeping her head high in public, but those close to her say she's shattered behind the scenes. A longtime friend said, "Nicole's been through heartbreak before, but this one hits different. She thought she'd finally found forever." To make it worse, sources claim Nicole only found out about the lyric switch after fans tagged her in Maggie's post. Talk about humiliation on a global stage. Industry folks are already calling this one of the most shocking country scandals since Garth Brooks' Secret Romance broke years ago. And with no public statement from Keith yet, fans are starting to wonder, was that lyric change his way of confessing without saying a word? Now the stage lights have dimmed, but the fallout is only getting louder. Keith Urban's carefully crafted family man image is cracking right before our eyes, and fans are demanding answers. Was it love, temptation, or just ego that pushed him to risk it all for a woman half his age? Nashville's power circles are buzzing, saying this scandal could change how the industry views Keith forever. Nicole, once the picture of grace and loyalty, is reportedly done protecting his reputation. Sources claim she's letting her lawyers and the truth speak louder than her silence ever did. The heartbreaking irony, the very song that once celebrated their unbreakable bond now stands as the soundtrack to their split. One fan wrote, he turned his love letter into her goodbye note. With Maggie staying quiet and Keith hiding behind his guitar, one thing's clear, this story's far from over. The cameras may stop rolling, but the whispers in Nashville won't. And as new receipts, rumors, and reactions keep spilling, you already know where the truth will drop first, right here on BarzBuzz, where the tea never cools and every lyric tells a story.